There's a place just off Highway 41, past a rusted cattle fence, and a bent sign that reads, "No trespassing," in paint that flakes like dead skin. The locals call it the Crooked Orchard, though nothing has grown there for decades. Not fruit, not corn, not even weeds. It's a body farm, a research facility run by the state university meant to study human decomposition. But no one from the university has been seen entering or leaving it in years. They say the bodies are left in varying conditions, some buried, some exposed, some inside old rusting cars or under tarps held down by bricks. But those are just the ones they talk about, the ones that make sense. I only found out about the orchard because of my brother, Dean. He was a forensics student, always talking about entropy like it was poetry. "Death is the last honest thing we do," he once told me. Then one semester he volunteered at the orchard. 3 weeks later, he stopped calling. I went looking for him on a gray afternoon when the clouds seemed painted on the sky. The land was unnaturally quiet, the kind of silence that doesn't just lack sound, it swallows it. No insects, no birds, just the rhythmic creak of the wind moving through warped tree limbs that never bud. The gate was already open. Inside, the bodies were placed with clinical indifference, rotting, bubbling, peeling back into something primal. But it was the air that disturbed me most. Not the stench, but its density. It was thick, like syrup, like the place was trying to breathe me in. The deeper I walked, the more the land bent strangely beneath my feet. What should have been flat earth twisted and sagged in subtle spirals. Trees leaned unnaturally, as if pulled toward a distant point in the center of the field, toward a pit. The pit wasn't part of the farm's layout. No maps mentioned it. It had no edges, just a gentle slope downward, like a mouth that forgot how to close. And from the pit came a sound. It wasn't a voice, not really. It was like hearing a sentence without words. A concept being whispered directly into my spinal cord. Something about hunger, something about replication, about how the human shape is useful. The bodies nearest the pit had changed. Their skin wasn't rotting. It was hardening, like bark. Eyes calcified into smooth black stones. Some had mouths that stretched too far. One man's face had split vertically, the halves trembling independently as though tasting the wind. They weren't decomposing anymore. They were becoming. I saw Dean among them. His arms were longer than they used to be. His skin had a texture like wet wood. When he turned his head to look at me, the motion was mechanical, as if moved by strings from some unseen puppeteer. "Do you see it yet?" he asked, though his jaw didn't move. Behind him, more bodies stirred, not with life, but with will. Limbs that bent the wrong way, heads that tilted like dolls abandoned in play. "You don't die here," Dean continued. "You unfold." I don't remember leaving. I remember waking in my car miles away with soil in my mouth and dried blood under my fingernails. But I dream of it now. Every night, the orchard, the pit, the voice that speaks in shapes and hungers. My bones ache with things I don't have names for. My skin feels too tight, like it's not mine anymore. And sometimes I wake up to find dirt on my floor, worms in my shoes, fingerprints on the inside of my mirror. They say the Crooked Orchard is just a research site, but I know now it's cultivating death, and the harvest is coming.